So, not muted this time, right? Had the issue of being muted every time I joined. Yo! It's my fucking plant is dying. I don't know if you guys see it. If you guys saw it or not, but tried to fix it. Can you see it? So my plant's like, head's just, it's just falling down. So fucking sad. Look at this. It's such a beauty. It's fucking dying. I don't know if it's dying or not, but it ain't looking too well. It was like everything was fine, right? It was like everything was like crunchy. Everything was crispy, right? Everyone was like having their heads up high, like being fucking stable as fuck. I don't know what the fuck happened. And one day, just come home and boom, motherfucker's lying down there. Like his head is just like, wait, let me show you. Wait, let me show you without it. So without it, it's just this. Look at this. How sad is this? What the fuck? Look at this majestic. Oh my god, dude. Dude, man. And I don't know how to fix it, so I just fucking glued. So put like a rubber band. Look at this. This is an Amazon card. This is an Amazon card box. Like a fucking Amazon delivery card box, right? And I just like folded it a few times, and then like taped it together so it doesn't like it's kind of sturdy. I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty fucking sturdy. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be waiting for I just ordered like new pots, right? New little pots. I'm gonna cut these branches off. Yeah, you can see these branches like this one and this one and like this one. I think I'm gonna cut these off and then put them in their own little home. But maybe I'll have like little baby plants, like lots of little baby plants, Have the mother plant in the middle, which I really hope is gonna survive, because I might have to like cut from the top a little to get it like to let it grow sturdy back, right? So that's fucking sad. But it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Oh shit! Forgot to put my bitrate up. Wait. Let me just quickly do. Where's my mouse? All right, so I put the bitrate up, so maybe it looks. Maybe I look a bit better. Right. So what else am I gonna do? Today I also want to create thumbnails for the YouTube for yesterday's stream. I think it was. I just uploaded them. Gonna be scheduled to upload tomorrow, and now I need thumbnails to do that. So I'll probably do that on stream, because why not? You can't stop me. And what else? Whoops! What the fuck happened? Wait, what the fuck happened? Okay, fixed. And also, there's something else I wanted to do. I forgot. Whatever. Probably wasn't as important as I think it was going to be. Anyways, yeah, got some games to play and some videos to react to. Woo! We love reacting. I think we're gonna start off with the react because I think this video is absolutely fucking crazy. Yes, you heard me right. I think it is fucking crazy. It's called Fear of the Deep. You can see, right? Yeah. So, to do that, I need my trusty AirPods. Just to quickly check my video is too loud or not. Right. Anyways, are you guys scared of the deep? Of the deep? I'm fucking terrified of the deep. I fucking hate swimming in the ocean. I mean, never really been to the ocean that often, but when I do, I never really go into that. One, because it's fucking deep and you don't know what the fuck is going on, right? It's fucking scary, right? Two, and this is the bigger reason. This is the fucking bigger reason. Because whenever I go into the fucking ocean to swim, there's a motherfucking jellyfish. It's just waiting for. I swear to God, it's waiting for me to come inside the fucking ocean, right? And it just fucking. So I've been to the ocean like four times, right? 4 times, and every single time I've been to the ocean, I went into the ocean, I got fucking stung by a jellyfish, right? This fat fucking jelly globs, right? They hurt like fucking hell. But not, it doesn't even matter, right? Like two of those times actually were at the same beach on the same day, right? And I'm pretty fucking sure it was the same jellyfish as well. It was in Venice. Or in Italy. I don't know, somewhere. It wasn't Italy. It might have been close to Venice somewhere. Milan or something, right? And went fucking into the ocean with my family. I went into the ocean. This was the first time at the ocean, by the way. First time ever. I'm like, damn. Alright, let's go. Let's fucking swim. Let's show this athletic ass body on my right. Alright guys, don't worry. But I was like, yeah, let's go fucking swim, right? I kid you not, 2 minutes. 2 minutes of me just standing there, right? I'm like standing there, getting wet, like making myself wet, like a splash of water on me, right? Just fucking chilling there to get ready to swim. 2 minutes, and this motherfucking jellyfish just bzzz. One on my knee. On my it hurt like fucking hell on my knee. I was like, I don't know how old I was at that time. I was like 14 or something, 14 or 13. And I was a fucking kid, right? I don't know what the fuck to do with that. I was like, jellyfish. And I was like, ah! Because that shit fucking hurts. So, so I went outside. I was like, Mom, look! And it was fucking red. It was like, it had like these, it had like, I don't know, it had like this red blisterish thing. Like one line, right? Like this is my knee, right? And there's like, bzz, like this, like one line. So my mom told me to pee on it. I think we went to the toilet. I peed on it. I think that something like that happened, but that's right. And then the next time I went in was like an hour after. I was chilling. I was chilling at the beach. I was like, all right, man, my fucking knee, it hurts. Gotta relax a little. And so I decided, all right. I mean, the jellyfish must be gone, right? I'll do whatever the fuck, right? I'll go in, and I actually managed to swim, by the way. I actually managed to swim. And the fucking stings on my foot, right? On my fucking foot. And I swear to God, it was the same fucking jellyfish. I am not fucking lying. I swear it was the same fucking bitch ass. Well, since that day, I swore I will not go to the ocean. But after that, I don't know. I was too naive. I was too naive. I thought maybe this time I won't get stung because the water was clear as fuck. Next, like I don't know when the fuck it was, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. We went to Greece. The water was clear, right? It was fucking clear. It was nice. You could see the sand. You could see even you could see jellyfish actually. These red ones, like these floating red jellyfish. They were like, there was a few, but like very far, right? We walked there, and I was like, all right, cool. The jellyfish don't seem to be here, right? I go fucking in, try to take a swim because I forgot, dude. I was too naive. I thought, all right, guys, jellyfish, they're way over there, right? Surely nothing's gonna happen, right? I fucking go into the ocean and get stung by a fucking jellyfish again on the knee. On the fucking knee. I don't know what the fuck they have. Look. Why? Why the knee? The knee is so disgusting because when you walk, when you lie down, when you sit down, you have to like, they bend your knee, right? You like, they do this. And every time I like bend my knee to do something, it just fucking hurts. Because it's like, once you get stung here, it's like, when you like retract and whatever the fuck it's called, right? So it's fucking annoying. So since that day, I don't know, I swore to myself, I will not go swimming in the fucking ocean again because fuck that shit, right? Fuck the jellyfish. Fuck the jellyfish. So yeah, I'm afraid of the ocean. Not because of the deep. Well, yes, of the deep. Well, more of the fucking jellyfish. Fucking ugly ass disgusting creatures. Alright. Enough ranting. We'll watch the video. I think I need to dim the lights because... I want to feel it.
Hi, this is George. Please leave a message at the tone. Thanks for calling.
Where are you? I've been trying to reach you for 5 days. 5 fucking days and nothing.
Fucking guarantee
Where are my
something.
kids,
Send
Frank?
a car warrant.
Where are my fucking kids? Fucking kids? Fucking kids?
Nexpo presents.
It's a summer day, and you're out for an ocean swim. You take a breath. You head under.
I think I fixed it. Might have been too loud a little.
It's beautiful at first. You're in a whole new world. You keep going and going and going. As you come up for air, you notice the people behind you are quiet as nature's ambience has overtaken them. You just need one more look though, and alas, you take one more plunge.
Nah.
But it seems that you may have had a slight miscalculation. As your eyes draw into focus, you realize that there's nothing to focus on. No floor, no fish, no walls. All there is a void of darkness, a cold, endless abyss gazing back at you. There is nothing there but yourself, the water, and the vast unknown.
Dude, I get scared even in the fucking what is it called? In this swimming pool, public swimming pools, public like swimming places, right? And they have like these jump off places where you can like dive from like 10, 15, like 5, 10, 15 meters, right? And so these places are obviously like deeper, right? There's one place close to where my parents live, so where I used to live with them, right? And we would always go there, and that place is like connected, right? So there's like one, and then so there's like this, right? There's one big pool, I guess. So it goes like this. It's like 150, 1 meter 50. No, 130 at the beginning, right? And then it goes a little down, goes like this, a little down to 150, and then it goes to 180, I think. And there's like, and it's quite big, right? And after you go for a while, there's like a line in between, like a floating line in between them, which means this one is a deep area. And that deep area is for the people who jump in as well. So you can swim while the people are jumping. I mean, what the fuck do I know, right? But I'm not the architect. People, what the fuck? So anyways, and obviously it has to be deep. And for some fucked up reason, they don't have lights down there. Like no lights down there and no lights from the side, right? I swear, I don't know. It's like 10, I don't know how, I don't know, actually, I don't know how fucking tall, deep it is. Like 10 meters probably. And it's dark. It's dark. Dude, it's dark blue. It's like nice turquoise, nice like blue, light blue turquoise, and goes back and it gets a little bit darker. But then the fucking jumping area is just fucking dark blue. You look down and you look down and it's just like fucking there's a slope that's going down, right? And it's fucking dark. It's made out of metal. Like stainless steel or whatever the fuck, right? It looks very it's made of metal. And it's dark as fuck. No lights from either at the bottom or the top, and like what the fuck? So I would never go to swim with fucking glasses. I would never use the glass because once I go dive into the would like swim a little underwater, right, with the glasses, I would see the deepness of that shit, right? How deep the fuck that is. And I would say, and I would just fucking not want to swim there at all anymore, right? So I never fucking swam there with fucking glasses. I just fucking close my eyes or like open my eyes underwater without glasses and just fucking get my eyes red as fuck, right? It's like burning as fuck. But I don't know. I fucking hate swimming because I think it might be because of that. I don't know. I fucking hate swimming. Yeah, like, that's fucking scary, man. How are people not afraid of that? Like, I don't get it.
You know, it's funny. I've been trying to figure out for years how to put into words the existential dread I get from something as conceptually simple as the ocean. The immeasurable expanse that remains one of the world's greatest mysteries. It is painfully unsettling that our current knowledge of it is minuscule, rivaling that of the moon, and even the planet Mars. Upon looking at the raw data, knowing that over 80% of this underwater abyss remains unmapped and unexplored to this day, drives home the gut-wrenching realization that we truly know next to nothing about what's actually down there.
Like, isn't that crazy?
We have never set foot on than we do about the ocean engulfing the vast majority of the planet on which we live. And to me, that implication is horrifying.
So we almost have no knowledge about the fucking deepness, like about the deep sea life, right? So what the fuck? There could be literally anything down there, like. So how are people not afraid of that? I mean, sure, people are like, I heard there's like scientific, it's a scientific explanation, I think, why there can't be huge creatures underwater, because there's like no sunlight, right? So there's no light to grow for like plants or underwater plants or whatever the shit. And so obviously they won't have much to eat, right? The animals underwater, fish underwater. And that's why it's better to be small than big. But it's still fucking crazy. There's nothing fucking we still almost know nothing about the ocean. So how the fuck do we know that there's not a huge ass sea creature down there just fucking waiting to devour me? Oh, I'm sorry,
called the deep
stalling.
blue for a reason, because it is incomprehensibly so. At just over 36,000 feet straight down, you can fit the entirety of Mount Everest with over 7,000 feet to spare. You could theoretically launch a jumbo jet off the bottom of the ocean's deepest point and hardly make it to surface level at its cruising altitude. And if you stack the Empire State Building end to end, you would need over 24 of them, one on top of the other.
I don't know how
to
tall
reach
that
surface
shit
level
is, so
from its darkest
that
abyss.
really doesn't help me.
Thalassophobia is a concept that encompasses the fear of the ocean. Yet what it actually entails might mean something entirely different to you than it does to me. Some may fear the ocean's gargantuan, seemingly endless size.
I don't think that's the problem.
Unforgiving wrath.
Well, for me at least, I don't think that I mean, maybe.
Becoming stuck within it.
Oh, jeez.
Or fear.
This one is even. I think this one is might just be. I don't know. Like people who crawl into these tiny ass spaces in the fucking caves, right? What the fuck is wrong with you fuckers? You cannot tell me that these fuckers get a kick out of that shit. No fucking way to get, dude. That is fucking sick. Anyone who, if ever I find a person that likes to go fucking crawl under these tiny ass fucking spaces in fucking mountain, dude, brother, please get the fuck away from me. I won't even talk to you. I won't look at you, dude. I'll fucking, if you live in my area, dude, I'll fucking go and live somewhere else, dude. Please, brother, something's wrong with you, and you fucking know that.
Or fear what we found. Or rather, fear what we haven't.
Like, that dude seems pretty fucking big.
Much of what we think of when we imagine the ocean are visuals that we can logically comprehend. Reference points like coral reefs, the seafloor, and even sea creatures that share this world with us.
Like, sure, you know, everything. It looks like amazing as well, right? Like, it looks cool. Like, look at this. This stingray, I don't know, it looks kind of fucking scary as well.
Tread off the beaten
But,
path,
yeah,
and
oh
veer over
my
the continental
gee,
shelf,
nah.
separating our world from theirs. What's actually out there is
You
a
can't
seemingly
move fast
infinite
underwater
void,
at all. You
a
can't, like...
microcosm that we
I mean,
may
if you're
never
running, at least you
fully
feel
explore.
safe, because kind of you kind of run fast, right?
All
But
across the
underwater,
internet,
there's
we can
no
find
fucking
troves of
escaping
video demonstrating
anything.
the ocean's
There's no
colossal
way you
scale.
outrun,
It's hard to put exactly
outswim a
into
fucking
words,
fish or
but
something.
viewing footage of divers like Jonathan Bird treading the fringe of safety and complete danger by venturing out and into what appears to be completely nothing will never not cause me to tense up. There is an entire world below them, a world shrouded in darkness, a world ripe for discovery, a world with caves, valleys, entire underwater oceans, and man-made relics, all just waiting there until the end of time.
Stay the fuck away from me. Nah, thanks. Even these games fucking scared me.
Since I was a child, thalassophobia has unknowingly held me with an iron grip. Jolly Roger Bay and its feeling of constant
There was
tension
one game
as we
underwater
explore
which
man-made
fucking scared the
creation
shit out of me.
ravaged by
I don't
nature.
remember which one.
Pinnacle Rock and its cavernous gorge, infested with creatures unknown. And Tomb Raider, with its multitude of claustrophobic underwater caverns, disorienting us at every turn. It's funny because paradoxically, I have always felt that the soundtracks to these levels are beautiful, which oddly always counteracted the dread I got from having to endure environments like this. Perhaps it was the fact that, in these games, we are almost always racing the clock, lest we drown to death when our time is up. Or the fact that enemies always move faster than we do. Or maybe it's the lack of visibility. The darkness that shrouds us just feet away, depriving us of
Oh, is that
the
Soma?
ability to prepare for an impending threat. Or could it be the creatures, the monsters who call this unforgiving habitat?
I think for me, personally, the monster, like the unknown species underwater is number one. Obviously, the darkness is like number two, close to number. I mean, they might be sharing number one,
In
right?
early
But yeah.
2022, a video game released encompassing every fear that I have ever had regarding the ocean. It's called Iron Lung, and you may have heard of it through my fellow creators like Markiplier, Pyrocynical, and Jacob Geller.
Oh wait, this is that
The
new?
game puts us into the
2022?
shoes of a convict, trapped in a world
I wanted to
far
play
removed
this,
from ours.
but
At the game's beginning, we're told that, out of nowhere, every single habitable planet was demolished in a cataclysmic event known only as the Quiet Rapture. With this, the future of humankind was left dangling by a thread, as only those aboard spacecrafts were safe from it. For years, the remaining survivors have done what they could to jumpstart humanity, navigating the vast frontier that is the universe in search of any sliver of hope that a habitable planet remains out there. Guided by nothing but dying starlight, mankind is confined to the vast expanse of nothingness, left to salvage the scant resources left behind on a multitude of barren moons. But on just a handful of them,
is that a random ass thought? Imagine you're in a place like this, right? You're like not in a place, in a situation like this, right? You're like the only few survivors, right? And like you with a few other men like are the only semen spenders, right? That could kickstart a fucking civilization, right? And imagine you last fucking long as fuck. Imagine you're one of those fuckers that last like hours or like 30 minutes to an hour, right? Like until you orgasm. So wouldn't that make you the most hated man of all of them if you had to like, I don't know, if your sole purpose or if your purpose was like to make kids, right? And it would take you hours to just fucking get a load off, right? I think it'd be ranked quite low, and I think someone who shoots fast is gonna be quite. I'll just, you know, that's a thought for you. I'll just leave
we
that.
find a strange anomaly. Oceans of blood that might be the key to unlocking the resources we so desperately need to survive. You and I are tasked with boarding a makeshift submarine that was not designed for extreme depth, navigating an ocean that is completely alien from anything we have ever seen or known, left to search for and photograph natural resources that may not even be down there. To add insult to injury, the submarine will be welded shut and the window reinforced with thick metal. A rolling method of navigation, a map, a rudimentary control system, a single camera, and our own intuition, guided by whatever sounds we may hear down there. For all we know, we may not survive. But
I
inside
think
the
you are
Iron Lung,
not going to survive, yeah.
at least we won't know what killed us.
Objection, Your Honor. Once you go deep enough, the pressure will fuck you up. And I think this fucking submarine might drop water. But like you know, like water might fucking enter, right? So I think you know what fucking kills you then. Yeah, you drowned in a fucking tight ass space. Which is probably even worse than just drowning. You drown, but you can't move around. So which makes you even more helpless, right? And then you're like, imagine you're fucking drowning, right? You're like, in the ocean, you're drowning and you like do this and stuff like that, right? But then you're in this fucking small ass space and and then you want to like raise your arms like boom, 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 boom. That is fucking terrifying. I don't know.
Beginning your descent.
I did hear the drowning is very peaceful there, which I do not fucking believe. But that's whatever.
I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing porthole shielding.
So what is the purpose of this game?
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so refreshing and be careful. You're on your own.
I don't know why, but I feel like my microphone is louder today, no?
From the very beginning, we know this will not be simple. The iron lung flexes and creaks, seemingly reaching its limit under the crippling weight of the ocean. The radio cuts out, severing our only line of communication, and letters penned by previous convicts warn us of an impending fate. For the entire game, we're left to follow a map, adjusting our rotation as we blindly navigate this foreign underwater sea in hopes of taking pictures at each designated point. Interestingly, the iron lung is equipped with a proximity sensor to warn us when we come too close to an obstacle. And at first, it seems like a no-brainer. The ship is already cruising on its last leg, so any physical contact could spell the end of us altogether. As we make our way to each checkpoint, we're able to utilize a shoddy camera system to view the outside world. And with intervals of just one single frame, we're left with nothing but grainy, black and white visuals that are more often than not completely inexplicable. A corpse of a foreign giant. Unknown structures with monsters just out of view. Legs from what appear to be giant spiders. And objects that bear no discernible shape.
That's how you fucking control
The
it?
iron lung comes interwoven within the very fabric of how it's played. We are confined to an iron cell, left with none other than the dread stemming from our own biases as our minds fill the blanks these grainy images leave for us. And on top of this, as we traverse this underwater hell, that proximity sensor sure goes wild, even when we're certain there's no obstacle anywhere around us.
That sound is just
Whatever is out there
scary.
is lurking, analyzing us for just the right moment. We cannot see them, we cannot prepare, and we have no idea what it is around us. In a way, it's sort of poetic because it resembles the real world. Blood oceans upon vast alien moons aren't too far off from the concept of our own. And I think that's what makes Iron Lung so horrifying. Anytime we enter the ocean, we enter a habitat not made for us. We can't breathe, we can't hear, we can't see. But they can. Tonight, I won't spoil the ending, so if you haven't yet experienced this game, please do, because it'll be well worth your time. The story is engaging and thought-provoking. The atmosphere is unmatched for those afraid of the deep, and the ending has a catch that will stick with you for a while. In my opinion, Iron Lung is one of the greatest modern examples of thalassophobia portrayed through video games, and as an avid fan of Subnautica, that's sure saying something.
Tomie!
Hidden inside the second chapter of Slug Girl, part of the horror world of
Never
Junji
mind.
Ito collection, exists the story. The thing that drifted ashore. It involves
I
the
love
tale
his
of a mysterious
fucking
object
mangas.
that
I
washes
love his
up
fucking
on the
stories.
coast
They're
of the
so
Pacific
fucking
Ocean.
good.
It's a creature completely alien. It's gargantuan, slimy, it's disgusting. On its face are massive cysts and tumors, with small appendages emerging from them. And worst of all, it smells.
Wasn't this
Because
one where
it's
they had
rotting.
like human faces on or something?
Nevertheless, it draws a crowd in the hundreds, all eager to examine and preserve this colossal spectacle. Among the crowd, we encounter a young boy with an acute fear of the ocean. All his life, he's had nightmares of floating in the deep sea, surrounded by hordes of massive ocean giants.
I would not be able to sleep
While out
ever
there,
again.
he meets a woman named Mie. She explains that 7 years prior, she had lost her fiancé in a ferry accident. No trace of him was ever found. However, ever since, she's been afflicted with ocean nightmares highly similar to the boys. As she's telling her story though, the onlookers notice something.
Yeah, it is. That's a crazy one.
The creature's skin has transparent spots, and on the inside are humans, entirely intact.
Oh, I don't remember that.
They cut the creature open.
That is a few people, yeah.
The people are still
How are they
alive,
not terrified?
and it's realized that one of them is Bie's fiancé,
Oh, it's alive.
the one who went missing years ago. Shortly after, the bile-covered people begin to panic, crawling in all sorts of directions like inhuman monsters. As it turns out, they were trapped inside of this thing for years, living off it like parasites as it traversed the pitch-black deep ocean. And the dreams they had of the ocean giants larger than a school bus were, in actuality, what those inside of it were seeing all those years. Because of their confinement, every person recovered that day was officially declared insane. And the story ends pondering on what else might be out there.
Junji Ito's stories are fucking crazy. They leave you wondering. They just leave you there with fucking staggered. It's like...
The thing that drifted ashore is special because its horror is twofold. On one hand, we have an ocean monster that lives off shipwrecked human beings. Yet on the other, we have the visual of what they saw all confined down there. Grotesque giant fish with massive eyes and appendages. Beasts capable of devouring entire human beings. And creatures beyond our level of comprehension.
Like,
The
I
ocean
know
is
this might
uniquely
not
fascinating because it's the one
be
medium on
physically
Earth in
possible
which
for them
fact
to
can
be
meet
this
fantasy.
big, but it's just
Ocean
still fucking
monsters can be
scary.
thought into existence with hardly a way to disprove them within our lifetime. And the potential of what could be overpowers our collective psyche as that curiosity may never be satiated. It seems that until the end of time, legendary ocean monsters like the Kraken, the Hydra, and the Leviathan will always fascinate us given our sheer inability to explore the habitat in which they live. Tales of the high seas, of tragedy by the hands of fantastical beasts will persist
Cthulhu.
evermore, fueling fans and fears of the ocean for generations to come. The thing that drifted ashore nails this mystique in the realm of legend, yet it plays on concepts entirely grounded in reality. Deep-sea giants are not fiction, and the condition of abyssal gigantism is, in actuality, the farthest thing from fantasy.
Wait, what? Wait, what did you say? Wait, what?
The ship in the realm. The thing that drifted ashore nails this mystique in the realm of legend, yet it plays on concepts entirely grounded in reality. Deep-sea giants are not fiction. And
Really?
the condition of abyssal gigantism is, in actuality, the farthest thing from fantasy.
Oh, I have a video after this one, brothers and sisters.
Around 3,000 feet deep, the ocean becomes cold, dark, and full of creatures inexplicable. In lieu of the octopi, dolphins, and vibrant ecosystems embedded within coral reefs, we instead find species exhibiting bioluminescence, bearing foreboding teeth, and riddled with a curious affliction: colossal size.
They probably just come up and eat something and then go back down, no?
When we look at these photos, it's difficult to establish a sense of scale. The colossal squid photos. When we look at these photos, it's difficult to establish a sense of scale.
This, what the fuck is this? What is this? That's a jealousy if I've ever seen
the
one.
Colossal squid alone looks relatively unassuming until you're given a visual comparison respective to a human. The oarfish appears like a minuscule eel until you realize they can grow up to 36 feet long.
Jesus.
Deep sea gigantism has created a plethora of monsters. Japanese spider crabs bearing 12-foot legs. Deep sea isopods growing multiple feet in length. Sea spiders up to nearly 2 feet long.
Well, okay, never mind. I
Anglerfish
fucking lied.
the size of humans. The big fin squid with tentacles extending upwards of 26 feet long. And even creatures like the siphonophore, a floating amalgamation made of a colony of zooids chaining themselves together hundreds of feet in length. For over 90% of the ocean, sunlight is not able to penetrate, fostering an environment in which life like this needs to adapt to survive. A region known as the abyssal plain makes up 70% of the entire seafloor as we know it. However, because of the lack of sunlight, plants and vegetation simply cannot thrive down there. This, in a way, presents a natural conundrum, as the bottom of the food chain typically relies on flora for satiation. And so, this is where a phenomenon known as marine snow comes into play. Made up of decomposed organisms from above, on top of fecal matter, sand, and the remains of fish, most of the known deep ocean fauna rely on it as their main source of food. With this in mind, it would only make sense for creatures to evolve by shrinking, as not only are they compressed by the ocean's sheer weight, but are also left devoid of solid meals.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. So
As
I
we've
thought they
seen
were all
now,
small.
reality is quite the opposite.
Okay, I mean, that's fucking
Kleber's
whale.
law states that the larger an organism's mass is, the more efficient its metabolic rate becomes. This notion results in colossal, highly efficient sea life lurking within the ocean's darkest depths, waiting and grazing for their next meal.
How does that make sense, though? So
I would be remiss.
the bigger you are, the more efficient your metabolism becomes. Oh, it actually does make sense, I think, because if you're huge, if you're big, right, then you will need less food to get it around you. Okay, no, it makes sense, makes sense. So they can survive somehow. Okay, no, I get it.
As
Okay.
the phenomenon of abyssal gigantism is still being studied. Because of the historical impossibility of exploring the deep ocean, much of how sea life survives down there is entirely unknown. Alongside this, it's believed that over 91% of the ocean species have not even been discovered, compounding with the already extraordinary statistic that the vast majority of the deep blue remains completely unseen by human eyes.
So I'm right to be scared. So it makes sense being scared of this shit. As I'm 91% is unknown, right? There's so many fucking creatures that could be huge. That could be fucking humongous things. They could be almost as big as my dick and no one would fucking know it was a Jesus.
Up to this point, everything I've shown you in this video has fallen within the mere 9% of creatures we have seen. Now imagine what we haven't.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking scary, no? Maybe the people who like to go deep sea diving or something just don't know that. Just don't know this fact. We should show this video to all the people. Every single one. And then they would stop. Which would probably decrease the people of dying as well.
It goes without saying that the ocean is treacherous, yet that hasn't slowed those eager to explore it. The allure of underwater caves, blue holes, and ocean cliffsides make for an experience both riveting and spiritually fulfilling. However, it's unfortunately fairly common for deep-sea dives to go awry.
The Blue Hole, Dahab, Egypt.
On the 28th of April 2000, 22-year-old Yuri Lipsky geared up for a dive within the Blue Hole in Egypt. Known as one of the most dangerous diving locations in the world, traversing this environment is no small feat.
So imagine you're that person. You're like, whatever, dude. This is only the most dangerous deep sea diving location. Dude, I mean, I'm sure the people who just dove before me sucked ass. I'm sure they just didn't know it was dangerous. I'm sure they were just fucking bad as fuck, right? I can do it, dude. These kinds of people, I don't know, man. Sure, like these people are sure. Maybe they like contribute to like discovering things a lot. I mean, okay, all right, maybe, but I don't know, man. Isn't that the fucking Darwin Award or whatever the fuck that shit's called?
One of its standout features is its underwater arch, a massive 170-foot tunnel resting 164 feet below the surface and extending 85 feet in length. It's been reported that the Blue Hole is deceptive, appearing to be much shorter than it is when you manage to get down there. Alongside this, it bears areas with strong down currents, making for a physically grueling experience. When inside, depth and oxygen monitoring are a must, yet Lipsky, fully aware of the risks involved with such an intensive dive, maintained optimism in his physical ability.
I'll do it. I got this, guys. Don't worry. I am strong. I can dive. I even recorded this.
At 5:03 p.m., Lipsky embarks into the depths. Contrary to standard procedure, he attempts this dive not in a group, but alone. For the first 2 minutes, we can observe Yuri swimming parallel to surface until he's over the deepest point of the Blue Hole. He then begins a slow, controlled descent before he begins releasing air from his BCD, or buoyancy compensation device, in hopes of sinking faster.
But how much water, how much oxygen would you have? Like, how long could you breathe underwater? While still, like, with, let's say, it probably has 2 big tanks, right? And he has to go 165 foot. Well, I don't know what the fuck foot is, but I don't know how big a foot is, but like, I'm assuming
at this point,
something
his regulator
around the
begins
meter,
to work harder
plus minus.
to supply Yuri with the increased amount of oxygen he's taking in, evident by the numerous wheezes we hear throughout this footage.
Never mind, it's not.
By now, he is descending rapidly, likely more so than he realizes. And soon after,
Never mind,
the
there
alarm
was a
from his
fucking
dive
donkey
monitor
moment.
sounds, signaling that his depth is reaching a critical level.
I don't know. How is what? What is it? What is happening? Why is he wheezing? Why is he wheezing?
Yuri is now over 270 feet below surface, signaling a multitude of inconvenient truths. The oxygen in his tank is quickly becoming toxic. His buoyancy is dwindling, and an effect known as nitrogen narcosis is plaguing him, instilling a sensation of complete drunkenness.
Well, that's what you get when you go up.
At 5:09 p.m., Yuri approaches the bottom of the
That happens
blowhole
when you like go
at over 300 feet
fast.
deep. Immediately, he fully inflates his BCD in hopes of returning to the surface. However, it's entirely ineffective as the downforce of the ocean negates any semblance of buoyancy. This realization appears to cause him to panic because his tank is now empty. He's disoriented.
Did you guys hear that? His tank is now empty. At the bottom of the ocean, he realizes his tank is fucking empty.
Yuri Lipsky is trapped.
Dude, that is fucking scary. That is fucking creepy. Dude, I'm getting uneasy just watching this, man. What the fuck? So how do we have footage of this though? Did he somehow make it? Or did some people like get it out? Alright. Never mind.
Yuri Lipsky met his demise in one of the most dangerous diving locations in the world. He embarked to set a personal record to achieve a depth that he had never before seen, yet in that pursuit lost his life to the grueling conditions of the deep blue. Since the incident, Yuri's body was recovered. However, the same can't be said for a multitude of others that have met the same fate. Online, you can find footage of divers discovering the remains of their counterparts, with their gear still intact. And it's haunting knowing that if those specific divers did not dive in that specific spot, their remains may have never been found, forever confined to the pitch black crypt that is the deep sea.
That is fucking scary. Oh, is that a oh, Jesus. But how fucked would it be to find a human just lying there? How are they that... How would you control yourself from seeing that underwater? You like...
Humanity and the ocean have a
I don't know, like...
bizarre relationship with death.
I remember I was swimming in the pool. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to call it. Swimming pool, whatever, swimming place, right? Inside like an indoor swimming place. And I was swimming and I found, because that place had like things you could like rent or like take, right? Like playing things. And I had like these goggles, these diving goggles, which go over your nose, like all around your face, right? Like this, and over your nose. So I was like, cool. I can try it out. Cool, I can go swim. Because I really, because I don't know, like a lot of water goes into my nose. Like I have to I hold my nose like this, right, when I go and I like go diving or so or whatever, like right, swimming or something, right? And I was like, damn, these goggles are cool. Like I'll just put them on. I'll put them on, And I immediately realized these are fucked. I'm like, it just feels weird, right? Only breathing through your mouth. You can't, like, if you're underwater, I breathe out of my nose, like, right? Like diving, and then like, like what do I do with my nose, right? And then I put these on. I go underwater. I was like, let me try it out, right? I swim. I breathe out, and I almost fucking die. I don't know what the fuck happened, but but like I swallow water and I can't breathe, and I'm like trying to inhale with my nose, right? I'm like, dude, that shit was fucking scary. It wasn't deep. It was like 180 or something, maybe 190. So I could have probably just, I mean, I guess it was deep. I was probably like very small. I mean, I'm 170 now. So I was probably like 150, 156 or something like at that time. So my feet couldn't touch the ground. And I was like, I'll try to breathe in with this fucking diving thing that has my nose in this goggles, right? And I'm like breathing in and out and like trying to fucking breathe and get the fuck up. Somehow I managed to get out because I swear to God, no one was watching me. I could have literally died in that fucking pool there, and no one would have fucking known, dude. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy.
Superstorms leveling entire cities. Gargantuan waves rocking man's largest ships like a bathtime toy. And rogue waves that emerge from nowhere, destroying even the largest and safest of oil
Aren't
rigs.
these things supposed to do this?
To this day,
Because if they
remnants
wouldn't,
of over
they would
3
just
million
like,
shipwrecks
boom. It'd
exist
be
on the
even worse,
seafloor,
right?
with thousands upon thousands of massive man-made objects accompanying them. Much like the remains of divers, these relics imply and signify defeat
Was that the
and
deep
death,
sea snow or whatever the
lost
fuck
by
they
the
call it?
hand of an environment we had set out to tame, and an everlasting token of failure. There's an interesting subset of thalassophobia called submechanophobia that delves into the very specific fear of encountering these relics in the wild. It's this primordial repulsion caused by the crippling uncanniness of an object that does not belong, compounded with the lack of any ability to determine its true size. Photo and video of the Titanic, of forgotten animatronics,
Wait, is that real?
of ancient relics,
Crazy.
a massive anchor, of sunken airplanes, a massive anchor, of sunken airplanes, and the interior of shipwrecks are effectively fueling a newer, more recently discovered phobia made possible by the rise of cameras able to document them. But it isn't always abandoned structures, though, as video, like this one,
What does that mean? Oh, no fucking no. No, 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 no. Why is he still just, why is he not swimming away? Why is he just standing there?
also exemplify this phobia in its purest form. For me personally, submechanophobia persists because
Why doesn't he get sucked in to the propellers or whatever the fuck they're called, to the fans, to the big ass fan? Why doesn't he?
of the total inability to fully see an object as it truly is. Like we touched on earlier, our minds are hardwired to fill in blanks with what could be, and more often than not, we achieve this with the most horrifying possible outcome. On land, fog is always seen as a mood setter for the strange and mysterious. And inside the darkest confines of the deep blue, perhaps we can see this idea at work here too.
That is fucking scary. Oh, there's more.
It's hard to find the words to conceptualize the fear of the deep in just a single YouTube video, as there are so many ways we can and have taken it. Whether it's the fear of sea life, or its infinite size, or how dark it is, or how much we truly don't know about it, or its capability of devastation, or its grip on human life. One thing has and will always hold true. The ocean is fucking horrifying. It's an unforgiving frontier harboring some of the most harrowing life and environmental enigmas on the planet. It is and always will be one of life's great mysteries, an entire world we share yet know so little about. The vast majority of the planet, yet completely uninhabitable by mankind. Throughout history, it's been said that the moment you enter the ocean, you enter the food chain. Yet, contrary to how it is on land, in their world, in their vast abyss of darkness, humankind is nowhere near the top.
Why does it tell me to update my... What's it telling me to update? What the fuck is SDK? Drowning. The feeling of dread when you slowly sink to the bottom is terrifying. I always think of that one video of the guy who drowned while scuba diving. You could see where it's too late for him and it's just chilling. And it's just so chilling.